Hey guys, Luxker here. Here we are at the bottom of floor 15 of Archon Cathedral. Voyager is just ahead. Before you go, make sure you have enough cleanser and nullifier items. 10 or 15 of them would be fine. Make sure you have at least one of your party members learn Refresh, and equip the grand design of that party member that protects them against any kinds of stats inflictions. In my case, it is Lactus. Without going into much detail, make sure specifically Bugs does not have any accessories on him going into this fight. Trust me when I say this. This is what I have everyone equipped with, and the skills they have learned before taking the fight against Voyager. Having someone equip the Ruthless Bracelet wouldn't hurt either. I just don't want to have the Bugs equipped with that. So you will be limited coming up. If you feel like you have trouble in this fight, it wouldn't hurt to teach Mel's Refresh as well. This fight is a huge test of endurance. Basically for everyone living on Abraxas. Also, even though I can technically teach Lactus another skill or two because I have the skill points for it, I'm actually gonna hold off on that for now. But if you feel like you think it is beneficial to have Lactus learn Ether attacks, I will not hold that against you. With all our preparations out of the way, let's head in.
So, this is Xenosaga. It's magnificent. What a fitting place to accomplish my ultimate goal. Hear me, souls imprisoned in the depths of my consciousness. Behold! This majestic light, we're about to transcend into an existence beyond imagination. Preparations are complete. Witness this great Lord, Almighty Hoodoo! By this covenant, grant me your power!
Shen! Can't you hear me? Oh, damn it! Shen! Please listen to me, Shen!
And the wine is poured upon the great river Euphrates, and the waters thereof were dried up, making way for the kings of the east to march onward. Are you ready to pave the way for the going of God?
Yes. If it is to weave eternity, if it is to fulfill the destiny we, the people of the Zohar, were born to realize, then we shall spare no blood. Still.
Speak your mind.
In exchange for our lives, is it true you'll bring peace to those we hold dear?
I promise you.
Shen! He's controlling you! This is one of Voyager's mind hacks! Mom? Now we can finally be with our dad forever, right? Yes, we truly can. We'll never lose him again. I'm so glad. Mom, I'm really happy. Joaquin, please save Shen! Shen, are you going to let Joaquin die? That dream is nothing but a lie! You'll never find happiness that way!
Then let us proceed.
No, now no one will ever have to suffer again. Shen! Joaquin!
Well, Captain.
You didn't make it in time, did you? Why? Yuri have betrayed you! You don't need to extract the endorphin programs from him anymore! Why do you keep doing this pointless nonsense? Yuriev? He means nothing to me now. As long as I fulfill my covenant with Udu, I'll have nothing left to fear. That's why. You two shall now give me your power. What? With your soul, I shall achieve my ultimate ambition. A lonely, noble soul like yours is the perfect end to my offering. Voyager! Captain, watch out! The wave barrier's still active! Ugh, damn it! So, you're not planning to be so kind as to simply hand it over. I understand. This might get a little rough, but it's time to settle this personally, isn't it? Voyager emerged. Is resistant to all attacking types. The song that is playing here is called The Blackest Abaddon. And Abaddon is a figure from the Book of Revelation. Literally meaning destruction, is described as a demon who is revealed as the Angel of the Abyss, and the king of the tormenting locusts that destroy the earth around it. A really cool name to describe Voyager in this moment, turning people into destructive locusts, or macrophages in this instance. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and basically have all our stats buffed right here. I'll get into why that is later on, but just make sure you have everybody just boosted beyond belief here. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use defensive on Bugs' turn. And with Jan, let's go ahead and show no mercy against him. I should also mention that any kind of scope item does not have an effect on Voyager on this fight, so you can't know what its HP is, but it's weak. It's, as you can see right here, it's basically resistant to all types of attacks here. A very powerful foe to not be able to know what kind of person or thing he is in general. Right here, he casts defensive, so he can basically buff himself much quicker. Yeah, sure, we'll do our special attacks against him, even though our BP is not going up as strongly. Yeah, I am gonna go ahead and lower his defenses here, as well as lower his mind, because we can go twice in this move forward twice in this battle. Here it also casts Skin Down. Our agility's back to normal again. We'll have to recast that here. Just basically learn all our ether moves here, or use all our ether moves. Even though it's kind of, it's not going to do much here. Sure, Jan, go ahead and have balance up on everybody here. And it's back to using defensive. We'll have to right after Jan's turn was up too. So, wow. Alright. Okay. Beam bolts. Sure. Oh wow, I didn't realize that Melis had her her BP all the way up. Eric! Please, stop this! What's the point of this madness? I haven't sunk so low that I need moral lectures from a robot. Step aside. If you move now, I mightn't still forgive you. Forgive? You taught me so much over the years. What's right? What's wrong? But now I know this. What you're doing is wrong. Bugs. Are you really willing to be scrapped? That's enough! Bugs! Saying this distorted, unrecognizable Eric! No, Voyager! I'd rather be scrapped than witness this! I'm not going to down without a fight! When I die, Eric, you're coming with me! Oh, you think you can kill me? Are you seriously thinking you can pull it off? Fine, then. Go ahead and try. I'll make you remember forever that you're just a mere machine. Goodbye, everyone. Huh? Bugs! How utterly foolish. What could a mere support robot possibly hope to accomplish against me? Voyager! You're... Whoever dares to stand in my way will never be forgiven, no matter who it is! Especially you, Xenosaga! We are now in the second phase. Even though we can't see it right now, Voyager is now weak to fire and beam attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and have him use quick on everybody while Melis, when it gets to her turn, she can use her moves here. Voyager now casts Mind Down. And balance as well, so we can now cast that balancing move here. I am going to use an item really quick. I am going to go ahead and use Rejuvenator, one of our Rejuvenator DXs that we picked up. As you can see, Voyager now moves much faster in this fight, so you really want to keep up with him here. On Jan's turn, I am going to go ahead and cast Offensive. And that basically keep our stats up at most here. In the OG version of Pied Piper, Voyager can perform techs called Brain Blast and Brain Jack. Brain Blast confuses one party member, while Brain Jack prevents the party from boosting. I always thought it was strange that Voyager in the fan recreation can't perform these attacks, even though Mikhail can for some reason. On Melis's turn, I'm going to go ahead and use Lock Shot because he's weak to it. That did over 5,000 damage. Dang. Yeah, that did a good amount of damage. Defensive, I am also going to be using Balance as well. Basically, have Jan keep up in the stat department, basically. But in the OG version, it makes sense that he would be using these moves. Voyager is a neuroterrorist, so it makes sense to just have these in battle and have them do another stats infliction or something. Alright. I am going to go ahead and keep using, have Lactus keep using Jackal here. And then I want, since he's weak to beam attacks, Beam Bolt 3 is basically your friend in this fight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have him use Skin Down as well, just to basically get all that out of the way. And it's also using Skin Down. So now that we don't really have bugs with us, it's gonna be a little bit more tougher keeping up with his with where his HP is going to be at. So definitely make sure you do a lot here. Cast Offensive. I probably want to also use Fist Down as well when we get to Jan's turn again. Yeah, Fist Down. So we don't really have him do attack as much as and whatnot. Lactus will use Jackal Down here too so. And that's it. You've delayed me long enough. Oh Lord, the time for our contract has come. Appear now! What's happening? Lord, answer me! Udu! Udu! It's pointless, you know. He won't answer, no matter how loud you shout. Who are you? He's already achieved his purpose. Achieved? His purpose? I haven't achieved anything yet. He realized the truth, you see. The idea of eternity is not essential for existence. Eternity isn't necessary? Then... He learned this through your existence. He only sought confirmation. In other words, your contract was always doomed to fail. Who are you? I'm your new partner. If you accept that, it would be a pleasure for me. I don't need a partner. I will sail the vast sea of the UMN as I see fit. Isn't that just bravado? I don't think these are the words of someone who was not betrayed by Yuriev, but also had his contract terminated by Udu right in front of me. You... Why would you do this? If I offer you what they couldn't, Would you consider joining me? What could someone like you offer me? I've been observing you all along, the brilliant light of your consciousness. Indeed, we'll make a great team, don't you think? You must already understand, right? Soon, you won't have to worry about your self-doubt anymore. Let me show you something. A world beyond anything you've ever imagined. That existence, is it even more powerful than Udu? That depends on you. If you choose to work with me, I can at least offer you assistance. Now I believe the answer is already clear, right? There's no real choice, is there? I'm pleased to have your cooperation. Now, what shall we do next? Shall we bring him as well? I wonder. I'll leave that decision to you. Now, Xenosaga, the power I have gained, I shall show it to you as well. In the third phase, Voyager has no weaknesses or resistances whatsoever. He has now become the Black Testament, similar to the Red Testament and Blue Testaments from Xenosaga Episode 1. Voyager is now subservient to Wilhelm. In Xenosaga Episode 1, there was a scene where Trankov transforms into Gargoyle, where Ziggy in this story sees Voyager in a flashback. In it, we see that Voyager transforms into a Gnosis called Ein Rugel. This is the same Gnosis the Blue Testament turns into as well. We see the sprite for it right here. This is supposedly the scene where Voyager turns into the Black Testament, which in this shot looks like it came from the Zohar, but it was in fact Wilhelm. This shows that Wilhelm has the capabilities to turn anyone into testaments, only if they are deemed as factors. Even though Eric was the decider because he wanted to escape the fear of death and obtain eternal life, we have seen many characters like Sergius, Dmitry Yuriev, and this Realian that has Kanan in it. That can mean that Virgil, the Blue Testament, is also a factor, along with whoever the Red Testament is. What these factors mean is undetermined yet. So why did Wilhelm make Voyager the Black Testament? Why couldn't he wear a white cloak similar to his cloak that he wears normally? Or any color testament for that matter? We already know that blue and red are already used up. There are many interpretations out there as the Testament's passionate traits, or the magnum opus in alchemy. However, the Testaments are supposed to represent the four horsemen of the apocalypse, with the red horse representing war, and the blue horse representing death or diseases. The Black Testament is based off of the black horse of the apocalypse. It's associated with socio-political turmoil and poverty. Voyager's terrorism across Abraxas caused societal and political hardship during the main story of Pied Piper. This was only fitting to make him not only the Pied Piper of Abraxas, but fit the role as the black horse of the apocalypse as well. Alright, last battle against Voyager here as the Black Testament. So, my strategy here is, of course I wanted to do the same thing I did in Phase 1 and the Alkyonius fight. Basically, have Jan, by having him go multiple times using the Ruthless Bracelet. Basically, I wanted Jan to do as many stats inflictions and stat buffs as possible, because Voyager has a lot of agility in this phase, a lot more than the previous phase at the very least, and can attack multiple times as you can see right here. So it's very important to make sure you have your balance up, make sure Voyager has its balance down, because like Voyager can also raise his stats as well, so it's a little bit of a pain to deal with. So it's basically the same strategy as I've been using in the previous fights in general. So it's resistant to basically every element again and physical attacks. So yeah, good luck trying to get through him. This fight is also very long because of that. In Lactus's turn, I use Quick a few times, as well as Jackal 2 to do a lot of damage, alongside getting the level 2 their level 2 boosts out, like Lactus's I can't remember what it is, Imperial Judgment. There we go. Yeah, I basically just do the same thing here. Just do Imperial Judgment, do Lock Shot. Yan doesn't really do a lot here with getting BP moves out of the way. I just basically have Yan just raise everybody's stats and lower Voyager's stats all the time, because Voyager has probably some of the best stats in the game. Pretty high defense, pretty high attack power right here. I mean, what can I say? Wilhelm really buffed him up a whole ton of times. Like, Voyager wanted eternal life in the end. That's always something that he desired, because he feared death, and Wilhelm basically gave him that power here. But now we have to find some way to take that power away to just be able to get by in the end. And, like, this whole, like, fight, just this whole sequence in general is just, like, I always look forward to this, just being able to take a beat down at Voyager from everything that he's been doing and terrorizing us, for Bugs, for Mikhail, for McCallum, for Sharon and Joaquin, for basically the people of the Zohar that he killed, basically all the children that he killed as well. And yeah, I can't say enough about the sequence. It's just something that I really look forward to. The whole, just Voyager just being such a menace throughout the whole game, and us recognizing that fact just from this fight alone. So, oh yeah, I also want to point out here, I already put in a note earlier, but the reason why I didn't have a Dragon Eye out equipped on Melis, for instance. Like, the Dragon Eye can be much more beneficial on Melis here, because she doesn't even have a bracelet equipped on her, and I think it would be much more beneficial on her to get out more lock shots out and stuff like that. So I just didn't know why I didn't have that, and I couldn't really see what Voyager's HP was at the time. I thought at the time that you couldn't see his HP, because I thought that was, like, patched or something, but no, I just didn't have a Dragon Eye or a scope to equip on anybody. So, that was kind of a whoopsie on my end, but, yeah. Lightning 3. I basically go through the same thing in this fight, just make sure I have everybody healed up, because I have everybody's stats all the way up as well. The best case scenario is for Voyager to basically lower your stats. Yeah, I see that Yan doesn't have a lot of EP right here, so I'm guessing I'm gonna be healing EP from this. That's my guess right here. Well, I think I realized I might need to. By the way, I'm post-commentating this if you didn't realize. That's why I'm kind of referring to myself in the third person, so in case nobody recognized that at the time. So I think next turn, Jan's gonna heal back his EP, so... I really hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play, personally, because, like, I poured a lot of, like, just hours just making this LP as good as it can be. And, like, I really do hope that this has been something special for you guys. I know this Let's Play didn't get as much traction as I thought it was going to be, but it goes to show how big Xenosaga is in general. It's just hasn't been really doing that great, but I want to just do this as a passion in general, and like, I really enjoyed my time with just going through this game and learning more about it and stuff, because it was such a mystery to me. I already said in the Xenochat podcast how my mind really changed with this game. Like, I originally didn't care much for it at all. I thought it was probably one of the worst Xenosaga stories at the time. This was before a missing year, but this is probably one of my favorite Xenosaga stories to date. It's got strong writing, strong characters, just really fun moments in general, and boss fights. Everything I look forward to here. But now, let's go ahead and end it off. So, Jan, this is the end of the line. And no one should face the final curtain call alone. No! Stop this! It seems you finally remembered what you must do. Kanan? Kanan? Lactus! What? Who are you? You're not working with Voyager, are you? No. Of course not, Captain! No. What's so different about it? You cannot fool me anymore. Didn't he also order you to find humans with the factor? Yes. People like me. And Jan Sauer. Me? Captain! Don't listen to him! Those are the words of Voyager! Even if you deny it, your instincts. No. You don't have any instincts. Your core systems are screaming it, aren't they? Sauer is no longer necessary. That's... Ha. My pact with God ended in failure. Now those words are just a requiem to send those souls into their prison. So, what will you do now? There are only two choices left for you. Fall into my hands, or take his offer. And you want me to make the same choice as you? I won't force you, but I assure you, you'll transcend the very concept of death. The decision, of course, is yours to make. You're saying eternity is promised? Captain! In a world without Sharon or Joaquin. Don't listen! His words are a trap! Living is where the real potential lies! Is that so? If you refuse his offer, then you will be killed by me. The choice is for you to make. A choice, you say? Come now. There's nothing to mourn over. The lingering emotions of those who died by my hand are with me. Inside me, their hearts will never fade. You might even call it an eternal paradise. Join us, and you can spend eternity with the ones you love. At the very least, it would grant some form of salvation. It's a false existence. Fragments of memory aren't life. Where do you draw the line between truth and lies? Will you wallow in sorrow in a world you call reality, or seek peace in an afterlife of consciousness? The choice is simple. Your consciousness is already leading toward the answer. What do you hope to accomplish with that gun? You and I exist in a realm beyond all laws. Do you really think you can fight me with something so mundane? You deceived Sharon and Joaquin! You exploited their deepest grief to promise them a false salvation, and you played with the fear of others to cover up your own fear. No one can resist the promise of eternal peace. Stop toying with my mind! Give up your futile resistance. Come, embrace my side. Never! Captain, please stop! No! TC 4667. I can still recall that fateful day as if we were only yesterday. Voyager vanished from the network that very night. The Federation police declared that the culprit behind the incidents were a former member of the Social Investigations Unit, Eric Weber. As the only witness, I endured relentless questioning day and night until they sent me to rehabilitation, citing severe psychological trauma a week later. In short, no one believed my account. Lactus was recalled by Vector due to an alleged defect in his neural system. Even now, I have no way of knowing the real reason behind the recall. But when I saw his eyes, he didn't seem like a Realian with a flaw in his brainstem. As for the captain, the fact that I failed to stop Jan Sauer's suicide haunts me to this day. Still, not once did I feel that his actions were unjustified. Perhaps they were hoping that he would prove Eric's wrongs better than any of us, rather than us, the survivors. Captain's body was quickly recovered. Because he was listed in the body bank, the biomedical corporation Ziggurat Industries claimed him for recycling. News of the Zohar's activation swept through the star system, igniting a race to claim it, leading to actions against the sacred land of Abraxas. The Federation's Salvatore faction launched an armed intervention in these affairs. It wasn't long before riots broke out, until, on Yuriev's advice, the Federation ordered a military sanction on the immigrant fleet. Patriarch Sergius XIV went on the network to publicly accuse the Federation. The delicate relationship that Patriarch Julius forged between the Galaxy Federation and the immigrant fleet was completely shattered. As for Yuriev, It seems he has left the political stage to establish an institute focused on researching Udu. Also, Planet Abraxas was renamed to Micdom and placed under strict surveillance by the Federation. I've come to see all the cutting-edge technologies of the UMN as nothing more than a useless burden. I believe I understand better than anyone else that finding truth among all the information out there is like searching for a needle in the haystack. It was Alexei from Veritas who taught me this. I longed to uncover the truth, so I chose to leave the Federation police and seek refuge under Alexei's guidance. Before I realized it, I found myself taking on the role of organizing Veritas. Eventually, I managed to unify all anti-UMN resistance as one full-fledged organization. My long-standing desire for organizational strength has fully been realized. I have named this organization that I have created myself Scientia. The truth will set us free, but through this incident, I learned a lot. Before you seek salvation in the truth, you must first question what truth really is. It's a strange tale. Once I was part of the Federation police, and now I lead a resistance movement of millions of people across the galaxy. I often wonder what Eric was truly searching for. What did he glimpse in the end of the world? What exactly did he see? Was he perhaps a preacher, as Alexei and the others have suggested? The teachings he spread, because we failed to pay the price of those teachings, he became the Pied Piper of Hamlin. Did he lead himself somewhere else as well? Perhaps the captain's soul, which so firmly rejected the call of that flute, is also wandering out there somewhere. If that is the case, I will prepare a better world for when the captain's heart is freed from the Pied Piper's enchantment and returns to us. I hope that my former comrades will agree with my decisions. TC 4669. Before we end Pied Piper, I wanted to give credits to many people and resources I used throughout this adventure. I would like to thank Valkyrie XY for providing me with images that I can use for the videos, along with helping me look through my notes for this video series. I would like to thank Wow Bob Wow and Forrest for information on their creation process, on their artistry, and also working on the fan remake as well. I also wanted to thank Wow Bob Wow for looking over my notes as well. I would like to thank Valak Turtle for translation help, Lene Allen for letting me use her original Pied Piper footage for this Let's Play series, Venus for creating the remade CGs that I use for the end credits of my videos. I would like to thank all the resources I use, Xenosaga Wiki and Xenoseries Wiki for general information on Pied Piper, the Xenogears and Xenosaga study guide for some stuff related to the history section of the video, the XenoChat podcast for interviewing Cyclone Fox and Wow Bob Wow, which was where I got a lot of information about them from, for the Keitai Wiki for providing information on the original Pied Piper's releases and on phone models. This wiki was really helpful at providing this. For Vector Translations for their work on keeping the game project and the Let's Play project on track. And I want to thank the creators of the original Pied Piper. If it wasn't for that one person at Bandai Namco who suggested to Monolith Soft to make a Xenosaga phone game, we wouldn't have Xenosaga Pied Piper. I also want to thank again Tetsuya Takahashi, Sorya Saga, and others for their work on the scenario at Monolith Soft. But most importantly, I want to thank Cyclone Fox for creating this amazing fan recreation, for providing me with this section on their work and creation process of the fan recreation, for always looking forward to when these parts come out, and for any questions I need to have answered regarding Pied Piper. And also, to all of you. But that's not all for this LP. I have a couple more episodes left in mind, and then we'll be done. Until next time, see you on the other side.